Jennifer Nguyễn và chương trình trò chuyện cùng chúng tôi Talk with Us xin được trân trọng kính chào quý khán thính giả đã luôn luôn theo dõi, ủng hộ chương trình này. Chúng tôi thường chỉ gửi đến cho quý khán thính giả những chương trình mà chúng tôi trực tiếp tham gia cũng như là tài liệu do chính chúng tôi tìm hiểu và hết sức dè dặt khi chuyển tiếp các tài liệu từ những xuất xứ khác. Đặc biệt là chúng tôi không bao giờ muốn và sẽ không bao giờ đề cập đến các lĩnh vực sau đây. Thứ nhất là tranh luận về tôn giáo và đảng phái chính trị. Thứ hai, các tài liệu hay là những chương trình có mục đích đánh phá, phê phán trong cộng đồng của chúng ta và những tin tức xuất xứ không được tin cậy lắm. Rất mong mọi người ủng hộ và hy vọng quan niệm này của chúng tôi được chấp thuận. Chúng tôi chào đón và mời tất cả quý đồng hương theo dõi chương trình đặc biệt của chúng tôi. An ninh là một thành phần không thể nào thiếu trong đời sống hàng ngày. Lý do đó chúng tôi xin mời quý vị theo dõi cuộc trò chuyện đặc biệt của ông Lieutenant Pedro Birino from the Garland Police Department. Thank you for tuning into the Talk with Us show, and Jennifer Nguyen, thank you so much for supporting me all these years and always giving me all the advice and support to do my show and then be better person in the future. Today we would like to introduce to you all Lieutenant Pedro Birino from the Garland Police Department. He is the public information officer. So please help me to welcome him. Thank you so much for being on our show. This is the first time you appear on Talk with Us and Jennifer Nguyen show. We are so happy and so thrilled to have you on our show. We're watching you on all the national television, NBC, ABC, CBS, and this is the first time he appeared on Vic TV network, Dallas 55.5. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's a privilege to be here.
Yes, I mentioned to our viewers how important it is to focus on safety issues. Safety comes first. As you know, us immigrants from Vietnam and all over the world from Asia, that we came here nothing but clothes on our back, and we had to start from the beginning, and we are still learning. And safety is something that we cannot avoid or ignore. So please share with us some most update issue that you think that our viewer most would like to know.
Okay.
It's so important to our daily basis.
Absolutely. Well, the most important thing is the fact that the police department and the community need to work together. You know, I understand the immigrant lifestyle. My mother came from Cuba, and so understanding the differences in cultures coming from one place to another is difficult. And building community, opening doors of communication is one of the biggest things that we need to do, and we work really hard to do here in the Garland Police Department. So communication with the police department is one of the things that we really strive with all members of our community to make sure that we have that relationship and that partnership. As police officers, we want to find criminals. We want to make our community safe as possible, but we can do it so much better with the partnership with our community members. And so things that we continually ask our members of the community is the fact that when you see something that does not seem right, report it. That's the number one thing, reporting a crime or something that looks suspicious, because if it's going on and you see it, more than likely we want to investigate that and find out exactly if there is a crime about to occur or possibly had just occurred. So opening up those lines of communication, feeling comfortable to call 911 and report any kind of activity to the police department is so important, and we really, really stress that within our community.
You mentioned about communications. Would you please clarify what kind of communication? Email, text, or phone call, or call 911?
Well, it all depends on the circumstance. I mean, typically, whenever there's an emergency going on or a crime that is occurring or had just occurred, we urge everyone to call 911. We do have a non-emergency number for things that are delayed that may have occurred 24 hours ago or in the past. You can call that number, which is 972-485-4840, and that is our non-emergency number. But when in doubt, if you don't have that number, call 911.
Okay. Okay, so there are two most important numbers that they need to remember. 911 is one thing that I guess everyone is already aware of and utilize that service, 911. And then the next number for non-emergency is 972-485-4840, right?
Correct.
Chương trình của chúng tôi theo lời trình bày của ông Lieutenant Pedro Barrino thì mỗi khi chúng ta có một cái sự cố gì thì nên cố gắng dùng số điện thoại là 911 trước. Và nếu chúng ta có những cái việc gì cần báo cáo mà không có quan trọng đến nỗi như quan trọng về tính mạng hay là những cái thiệt hại to lớn thì chúng ta có thể gọi cái số không có gấp rút, cũng gấp nhưng mà gấp vào thứ nhì, đó thì 972-485-4840. Thank you so much. And then you're talking about reporting issues. Do you all run into problem that Asian American, most of the time we are so isolated and we feel like whatever in our house, in our community, that is our problem. We need to cover it up. We don't want to talk to the police officers because my name will be on the papers, my name will be on the press releases, that sort of thing. So how can we break that ice, making people feel comfortable enough, trust you all enough to call or talk to you, even though when we run into the officer out there, we need to come up and shake hands, say thank you for all you do. I mean, that's just a courtesy.
Absolutely.
But they think about it, they know it, they just don't know how to act the correct way. And they're so afraid to walk up to you and say hello to you.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest issues, and maybe there's a fear in regards to, will my name be exposed? And most instances that occur in criminal offenses don't hit the news. There's so many things that go on. If it's a big deal, an investigation in which we are looking into a murder or something that impacts the community, robberies that are occurring, then a name of a company will be out there. But we try to protect the identity of the victims as much as possible. So when it comes to the fear of reporting things because your name may be exposed, one thing we encourage is please don't let that be a factor. Because if it happens to you or somebody else, it's very likely it's going to happen to other people as well. And so our Dallas County District Attorney's Office, they work really well with the community. They try to keep victims' identities as private as possible. However, when you are a victim of a crime, if you are a victim of a crime, it is very, very important to report that crime. Because if it goes unreported, the person who committed the crime, the bad guy, the criminal, is still out there victimizing other people.
Right, and who knows, you may be the victim the second time.
Very possible. It's possible, absolutely.
Possible, because if I've been hurt or something really terribly happened to me, and I keep on quiet, I do not report it, maybe an easy target for them to come back visit the second time, no doubt.
It's very possible, absolutely.
Yes, so communication is very important, reporting system, and don't be afraid.
Correct.
Speak up. If I'm a victim, you know darn well that I would be the first one to get on that telephone and call 911 right away.
Yes.
Small or big, it doesn't matter. We want to put bad people away. We cannot give open invitation and give them an opportunity to make our community unsafe.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Absolutely.
And then also, to protect ourselves as a female during the day or after the hours from work.
Absolutely.
What would be your best idea, tips, how to protect myself?
Absolutely. There are people out there that specifically look for female victims to take advantage of.
Well, why is that? Because we are weak? Because we are so easy, it's an easy target because we let them intimidate us? Or why is that?
You know, it's hard to say why that reason is. I mean, maybe because if it's a man looking to victimize a female, whether it be a robbery or something to that effect, they're stronger, typically. And so they can overpower a woman easier than they could a man of their same size. And so there's many types of frauds and scams that are out there. And, you know, one specific one that's been occurring is females have been driving down the road and somebody in a different vehicle has actually told the female victim, hey, something's wrong with your car, and so pull over and I'll inspect it. And so they pull over, and along with that person pulls over, yet it's a scam, and there's nothing wrong with the car, but one person is distracting the driver, while the other person goes to the actual window and they steal the purse, a phone, whatever is of value inside there. And sometimes the victim does not know what's going on until they get back to their car. So
and their belongings may be gone by then.
Exactly. So it's very important to be aware of the fact that, hey, if someone is trying to do this to you, tell them, okay, thank you, and find a safe place to pull over without this person. Inspect it yourself, a mechanic shop, and that way you don't fall possibly a victim to a crime that these scammers are trying to commit.
That's very interesting because we need to get back on that a little bit more in detail. The reason being is that about a week or 2 weeks ago, I read in a Vietnamese newspaper, the very popular, well-known Người Việt Đà Lạt newspaper, and I saw an article at front page on the left side, a short article identifying one Asian American, I believe she Vietnamese American. I don't know if she reported to the police or not, but what she did was she put on her Facebook. So we need to get back on
Social
that
media.
issue right
Yes,
after
absolutely.
commercial break.
Absolutely.
Please don't leave us. Stay tuned and we will be right back. Chương trình của chúng tôi xin được tạm ngưng sau một vài thông tin thương mại. Chúng tôi sẽ trở lại ngay. Kính mong quý đồng hương vui lòng đừng rời máy.